Hey y'all, happy Easter everybody. I hope everybody's having a lovely day. It is an absolutely gorgeous day here in North Carolina. It's beautiful outside, and but I wanted to come on and share these little bunny journals with you. I did 5 of these. Okay, and 2 of them sold already to a girl that I work with. She bought them for her girls. So I think they would make great, these would really make great children's journals, or if you just love, you love the bunnies, you love all the fun kid stuff that I do, they would make great spring, summer journals, whatever you want. They're all 3 ring bound, and they all have the ties. They all have sort of tassel that I've made, like I made before in Jessica Wrap style, where I just took one of these really pretty buttons that my friend Jen sent me a bunch of them. I'm sharing some of those, and I wrapped this around so you can take this apart and use all these ribbons and scrap fabrics, eyelet, throughout your journal, or however you want to, or you can just keep it as a tassel. So I have Forest Hotel. And these are in the shop, by the way. They're already in the shop. I have Forest Hotel. I have the Golden Egg book. Now this one, there was some stuff on the book, and this one has a little bit more wear. It's a little bit older. Actually, Forest Hotel is old too, but it was in really good shape. But this one had a little bit more wear to it on the front, and there was some sticky stuff that I just could not get off. So what I did was I added a couple of little flowers here, which I thought turned out really cute. But that's the only reason why I did that on this one, is because of that marking on there that was just, and it still felt really tacky, and none of the stuff that I normally use was working to take that off. So anyway, so there's the egg book, and then this is a newer book, a newer little golden book, Home for a Bunny. Okay, so that's the back of that one. Now I'm not going to go through each and every one of them. They all have similar items. The washi is different on each one, and the pages are different in each one, but they all have the same amount of pages, the same amount of ephemera. I'm going to flip through Forest Hotel and kind of show you that one, and then the description is in the Etsy shop so you can see. So these are 6.5 by 8. And I kept the spine and reinforced it, and then wrapped it with the washi tape like I did the last ones I did like this. And they're pretty chunky. They're chock full of stuff. Not quite as much as the last ones that I did, but there's still a lot of fun stuff in here. Turned out really, really super cute. So there's Home for a Bunny, and then like I showed you, the egg book, because I'm not going to flip through both of these. The ties are pretty much the same with the same types of fabrics. There's a little button on this one. And the tassels have the same stuff. The buttons are different. So I'm going to go through this one. So like I showed you, the little button, and there's several different kinds of ribbon. There's some this is the stuff that crinkles, like the seam binding ribbon, and then there's some regular ribbons. This is seam binding. So there's blue and yellow and pink, and there's some really light pink, some darker pink. There's this trim right here, and then this trim right here. Some really pretty yellow fabric with the flowers, a strip of this fabric that I have a ton of, and then some of the really pretty vintage eyelet trim on there. So all the ties have the same things in them. I mean, the tassels and the ties. So I'll show you the tie. Has all these pretty fabrics. And again, these don't have to be used as ties. They can be used in other ways as tabs, and add buttons to them as belly bands, and you can make a totally different tie. I do have some of the other rings that I will add in here that they're flexible and they screw in. because I do know that sometimes these rings don't hold up if you're constantly opening and closing them. So I do have some more of those, so I will include 2 of those in each one of these if you purchase it. This is some vintage pom-pom trim that I salvaged from a blanket that I bought a while back that I thought I was actually going to use on my bed. It's a super old chenille, but it's one of those really, really heavy blankets, and I just don't care for it that way. So I cut all the pom-pom trim off of it, and this is different than like the newer store-bought pom-pom trim, but it's really cool. So I added that to each one on the front, and then this is the washi on this one. Okay, and some of these, this one had some writing on it, so you can cover that up if you want to. I didn't. They all have the pages of the book in them, so like the first signature is in the front. So this is the Forest Hotel, and this one's a 1972. Really, really cute little book. The little bunny and the bears. He's really cute. He's playing with the frogs. And then here he's talking to the mountain goats. So there's some scrapbook paper in here. I think there's like 4 or 5 pieces of either like scrapbook paper, cardstock. There's some pages from a McCall's Make It book, really nice paper. There's several pages from a Hans Christian Andersen book. The pages are really nice and thick. Some ledger, some vintage workbook. Of course, Richard Scarry. I have so many book pages from Richard Scarry. I put a couple of these little charts in here because they're great to me as a background. Some vintage music. I recently purchased a Curious George book. Now these pages are just have a little bit of gloss to them, but they're super nice. And I picked the ones that had the bunnies in them. I thought were really cute. Some graph paper, some of that 365 Storybook. Of course, more Richard Scarry. So there's lots of different fun things that you can take out. I tried to punch these so that you could take these out and fussy cut some of these things out if you wanted to. So this is a whole page folded over, so there's images on the other side. More graph paper, Childcraft. I tried to pick some nice pages from that. This is like a resume paper. This is a really nice paper. It almost has a linen-y texture to it. The scrapbook paper is similar in these, but it's not all the same. But same amount of pages, you know, from each book. Some Dick and Jane. It's like a signature. And I tried to pick sort of springtime things. Scrapbook paper. So really this is like, you know, in journaling terms, they're making a journal. This is 4 pages. So when I counted, I think in the listing I put like 50 plus pages because most of these flip. This is a really fun little book too. I put some of that in the last books I did. Some more music. Just cardstock, some white cardstock. Lots of Richard Scarry. I have so many of those books, y'all. Each one has an envelope that I made from an old Mother Goose book. This one happened to be just a little bit too small to put these things in there. But there's like a little heart. There's a flower. There's an umbrella. And there's this little You're a Cool Cat, which should make cute little tucks or journaling spots throughout. And these came from my friend Carrie over at the Paper Monkey. So I thought I'd share some of those. Some more music paper. Another Childcraft. Another of that. This is like a dictionary. I think it's like a Dr. Seuss dictionary. So lots of different fun stuff in here for you to play with. And then in the back, I put the second signature of the books in here. They're really, really cute. That little bunny, yeah, so cute to me. Really cute little story. Oh, he's after the bees. Must be teaching his little rabbit something. And then there's a little counting page on the back, which I think is really cute. So this is sort of it's a counting story, is what the name of it is. And then in the back of each one, I did the little file folder and tucked a bunch of fun things back here. So there are some more Dick and Jane pages that I just folded up for you. And then this is a really tall storybook. So I put a few pages from those in here, and I think this is Cinderella. And then there's 2 pieces of stationery, and then the offcuts from the scrapbook paper so that you can make tags out of these, you can make pockets out of these, you know, whatever you want to do with them. Put those in there in each one. And then there's, like I said, there's pages from the same books, you know, in each one. And then there's a flashcard back here and a little package of goodies. So there's a little glassine bag, and then there's 3 playing cards. Some of them have woolly lamb, some of them have a bunny, then there's the monkey, and then there's an old maid. A couple of little, these are actually coat check tags or inventory tags, whatever you want to call them. A couple of other little fun little cards. They're not vintage. They're not brand new, but they're not vintage. Some tickets and some little coin envelopes and another smaller glassine bag. So some fun little ephemera to play with. And I had to kind of tuck this bag over to fit it in here so it wouldn't tear it up, but you can flatten it back out. So there's that. And then I went back and pulled some other book pages. So in the other ones, these will be tucked in the back as well. There's that one page from this really, really adorable little bear book. I think Chastity sent me that, and I forgot I even had it. This is from a floral, really pretty floral book that I had in my stash. And then another Richard Scarry. This is the supermarket caper. So there's one signature that I kind of folded it up, and I tried not to like crease it really, really hard so that you can take it out and flatten it if you want to, and cut some of these little guys out if you want to. Or you could just use it like that. And then from a really cute little hound, I think it's called Hound and Pup book. Really nice paper. This is from the late 60s, early 70s, but really neat. So I added 4 more pages in the back, and I just stuck them back here. I'll let you decide how you want to use those. You know, whether you want to punch holes in them. And there's also a template back there for you. So this is Forest Hotel. And let's see how much time. Okay, I'll real quick. I'm not going to flip through the whole book, but I will show you at least the pages from the actual golden book, so you can just see how adorable they are. So this is Home for a Bunny. So you can see how cute. Cute. And then this is the washi on this one. I didn't cover the back of this, even though it's a newer book, and this is not typically, if I was doing a signature book or doing my normal golden books, other than using them sort of like, this is sort of like a supply sort of way of doing these. Normally I would cover that up because I'm not crazy about this, but I didn't for these. I'm giving you the option, but you can see wanted you to see the washi that's on here. So these are vintage fabrics. This is a newer fabric. And I'm just gonna show you the storybook here, because it's adorable. Now this one, the original copyright on this book was 1956. This is a 1989 copy. Okay, so it's got some age on it, but it's not, you know, it's not super, super old, but it's adorable. The illustrations, Margaret Wise Brown, and pictures by Garth Williams. He was an amazing illustrator as well. Look at that. It's just a beautiful book. Cute little bunny. And the birds. Little robin with her babies. Look how adorable. How adorable that little bunny is. And then in the back, flip it to the back. So here's the frog in the pond. And here he is talking to here's the bunny talking to the groundhog. Down the road he went until he met a bunny. So he met another bunny. So cute. Just adorable. So I wanted you to see that. And then here's the extra stuff in the back. Flip this over. Flip this over. And I did reinforce where I kept the spine. I reinforced it before I put the washi on it so that it doesn't bend on you. So that's Home for Bunny. And then this book is adorable too. Which I think they're all adorable. I think all these little golden books are adorable. And there's your tie. It's pretty much the same types of fabrics. Oh, hold on, I gotta turn these because I got the back part of it there. There we go. So here's a little egg book. The golden egg book. So all those little bunnies are cute. And if you like fussy cutting, you could cut those little guys out. This is, I think this was original in 1947, and this is a 1975 copy. But look, it's adorable. Just adorable. And all of these were in really good shape. But look at him sitting in the tree. So cute. So cute. And then let's go to the back. Whoops, went too far. So he's gonna be a sleepy little bunny. Just an adorable little bit. Look, he slept next to the bunny egg, and then to the duck egg, and then he hatched, and look, they became friends. So cute, so cute. So that's the back of that, and you can see the washi on this one. Oop, well, I gotta hook him back on there. I just have this, this is on these really little key ring, really small little key rings. And then I have like a little jump ring attached to the bulldog clip. So I just see that just pulled off of there. It's real easy just to clip that back on, and there you go. There we go. Adorable. So these three are in the shop if you are interested. And like I said, I hope everyone is having a wonderful day and a wonderful Easter. And I will be back soon with some other things. I'm working on the Craftex books. I'll show you just a sneak peek of the progress. So they are bound. They have the ties. I've got to do the charms and add goodies to them and decide what I'm going to do on the spines, because I am going to do something on these. So there's that one. And then that one from the Ned and Nancy book with the cover. And then this little image of this little boy on this one from the Little Golden book. So, I mean, yeah, from a Little Golden book. So those will be next in the shop, and probably in a week or two. And I'm still have this stuff. I'm still trying to decide whether I want to do glue books or flow journals on those other ones I showed in a couple of videos back. I think I'm going to end up doing flow journals on those and just put a bunch of stuff in there. Those would be great for a beginner journal maker or glue book, or you know, whatever. It would be like, you know, just some basic supplies, different types of things, and you wouldn't have to go collect all that stuff if you want to get started. And then I'll be working on some more like farmhouse style journals. I've pulled a bunch of stuff. I'll come back in a couple of weeks though and show you guys everything that I've pulled and what I'm working on there. I've got a special order I need to do, and then I'm gonna do some other ones for the shop. So that's where I'm at right now. And also be looking for the hashtag give a scrap. I'm participating in that. Angela over at the Traveling Crafter, and I'll link her channel below, is hosting that. That starts today for the month of April. It's called hashtag give a scrap, and she's got 30 of us, or 29 other people. I know she's starting it off today. She's kickstarting it today. That are participating in that, and that's going to be fun. So I'll link her channel, and then when she starts that, I think she's going to post everybody so you can see where everybody is on the list. I think my date's April 25th, so be looking for that. And you know, if you'd like to participate too, you're welcome to join us in that, and you know, tag us or whatever. So I'll put more details, or I'll put Angela's channel, and you can get all the details from that. So that's going to be fun. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do for my video there. So that's sort of what I've got today, and then what's coming up, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you for all of you, all the other bunny journals sold. Thank you guys, and I think everybody's got those by now, and I appreciate you. I had a lot of fun making those, and I will see you soon. Love you guys. Bye.